back from the break, fresh coffee in hand. Let's put the nanoblock shuttle aside and start on an actual Lego build. Zoom back out now that we're away from break. Alright. Let's do this gently, gently, gently. Easy. Alright, and I'll scoop these up into the box here. Thank you for the bits, mate. You're off for the night. Happy building. Alright, cheers, mate. I'll catch you next time. Those over there. Okie dokie. I've lost it. Where? Oh no, there it is. Alright. Sorry, pulled out of something. Alright. Actually, I'm going to zoom back out. Next, the Lego Creator set number 40220. A little London bus. One of those classic kits I was talking about in yesterday's stream where everything is... Hang on a sec. They've done the box differently on these ones. It's not... This is one of the old style glued boxes. Yes, I was talking about how they tape the box together, and I swore I could have remembered they used to be glued together. Well, this one is. Try and do this without tearing it. Not too much, anyway. There we go. Yeah, so the classic series, or Creator series, I'm sorry, are a sort of classic Lego. Oop, forgot the instruction book. Where they don't use any specialist blocks necessarily, or very, very sparingly use specialist blocks. So everything's made out of standard bricks, I guess. So unlike, oh, actually they're bad examples. Where's that police car gone? We're done with the car. There we go. Unlike some of the modern city stuff like this, where you've got these specialist swoopy-doop bricks and special windshields and door panels and all that kind of stuff. These are kind of old school stuff, which I really appreciate. Because, of course, back in my very earliest Lego days, that's what it was. And look, this... How many pieces is this? Do these say on the box? How many pieces? Because that nanoblock shuttle we just made was 500 and something pieces, and its instruction booklet was one sheet. This is quite obviously, I don't know, maybe 100 pieces. And we have a 39-page manual. Actually, it should tell me here, right? No, it doesn't really give me a total. Well, however many. 39 pages, as opposed to a single sheet for a fifth of the pieces. That's not, I haven't seen that in a book before. It's got little OCD instructions. Empty your box. Don't jump it out into a big pile. You'll just get confused. Sort everything out. Maybe into coloured piles. Not going to help me too much with the bus because almost everything is red. I like that it sort of gives you the hint of prepare before you build for a happier build experience. Are you doing one bag of your X-Wing parts per build I'm doing here? Oh, we were talking about this yesterday too. I didn't realize this, but it just doesn't have printed parts. This has stickers. And I've just realized one of the stickers is kind of a faux ad for a movie, and it's called the Brick Separators. The Brick Separator is the name of a Lego horror movie, monster movie, that is very amusing. Look out, it's the Brick Separator! Oh, aye! Alright, let's get some organization going. Let's do this properly. Let's get every part face up. Kind of vaguely arranged. I'm not gonna square everything up too anally. We'll just be here for too long if I do that, but let's get a little bit structural about this. So this is already satisfying. I almost want to square everything up and just get a real nice shot of it or something, but I can't. I'll just be here for too long. Yeah, and if you ever break this build down, of course, you can reuse these rather. That's the other thing I liked about these older school kits. And it was very common for those kits on the back of the box. Like on the front of the box, you'll have, this is the main kit for the Starship or whatever you're building. On the back of the box or the back of the manual, it will show you a bunch of alternate builds that you could do with those same parts of all kinds of different stuff. But they wouldn't give you the instructions for those builds. Those are just the possibilities of the parts that you get in this particular kit. And I don't think they do that anymore. Even with these kits. It's just bus, nothing on the sides. Alright, I'm not going to bother too much about the small stuff, but I will part it out into its clear versus solid stuff. I think they've changed the plastic they use for the clear bricks, because these seem a lot clearer than the clear bricks I used to get. G-Man for the sub right
nice
there.
Lego building.
It will be. Hopefully. A little love in the chat there for that sub right there. It's a 5-month total sub from G-Man. Do appreciate that. Oh man. Haven't seen this in a while either. The hubs for the wheels and the tires come separate. That used to be the default. Every car I ever got for many, many years. The wheel, the tires and the hubs were just separate. But then they started just coming assembled. And then they started coming assembled on the axle pieces. And then they started coming assembled as a unibody structure for the car. And gradually, you lost more and more utility from the parts they would give you. So you could only build a car with a certain wheelbase because that's what you got. That was the structure of the wheelbase that they gave you. But now we're back to having completely separated axles and everything. This is already satisfying. Much more satisfying than the nanoblock things. Wait, what were they again? Nanoblock? Microblock? Nanoblock. Can't even remember the name of them. Yeah, just doing this, you almost wish Lego had a smell, like old books or something. I kind of want Lego to have a smell that just brings you back to your childhood. But even the feel of the plastic, compared to like Mega Bloks and stuff like that, Lego always felt very particular. Just the quality of their plastic, of their injection molding. Just satisfying. Whoop, steady. Don't go anywhere. Lie down, please. Thank you. I never used to build like this, like laying everything out. I used to just put it in a pile, maybe separate out the brick pieces from the plate pieces from the accessory pieces, shit like that. And I loved, like when I wasn't building from a kit, when I was just building from my pile, I used to love the particular sound that a big mound of Lego would make as you rake your finger through it. Actually, let me hang on. This is the entirety of my existing Lego collection. My collection used to be about 6 or 7 of these boxes full. This is all I've got left. This is what I, after the thing, but this sound. May as well be ASMR to me. Oh, it's just pleasant, isn't it? I mean, it's a hideous sound of plastic scraping against plastic, but it takes you all the way back. That sound, without the plastic bucket, but across carpet as you're sort of spreading it out and digging through, looking for that one part you need for the next bit of whatever you're trying to create. That sound was one of my very favorite things from my childhood. Long before the word ASMR was invented, I would just rake through my Lego just for the joy of it. Not even kidding. Right, that was satisfying. And it would always take you a real long time. You would be looking for a common part, like a little 2B1 flat plate. And you would rake through yours. I know I have these. I know I've got lots of these, and you just can't find them. My sister's boyfriend's dad had a box of each color on top of like 20 random boxes. Makes his kid every year go through them. Nice. Can't relate. Didn't have any Legos when I was a kid to grow up on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Trust me, it's pleasant. The smell of newly opened game, like right when you rip the plastic off the case. Yeah, I don't like that smell, but there is something about that smell. Right, shall we begin? We have started. In a very sensible way it is too, unlike that nanoblock build we just did. So that was 3 pieces, 2 instructions. That's how it's supposed to be done. Alrighty, so now we grab more of our flat plate here. Hang on a sec. Oh, there they are. So I should have put all the similar pieces together. I thought I was missing a few pieces then. I thought, that's unusual. That's impossible. That doesn't happen with Lego. I feel like this is going too quickly now. I've got to slow down. See that? One section of instruction, 2 pieces. Perfectly sensible. I should stop referring to the nanoblock build we just did, because anyone who watches this without watching the struggle we went through for that space shuttle will just be lost. What is he complaining about? Why is he whining so much? Got my uncle's Legos. Tell he had his boy. What? Legos are just much my childhood's video games. Yeah. I mean, I wonder where their borderline is. Because Legos did become pretty daggy for a while. These latest streams have made me want to get back into Lego. There's some cool Harry Potter and Star Wars sets. Yeah, some of the Harry Potter sets are really well done. I'm not a big enough Harry Potter fan to really worry about those sets too much, but yeah, the Star Wars stuff is... I mean, I think the Star Wars is one of the, if not the earliest licensed Lego ever picked up. And yeah, almost all the Star Wars sets are just wonderful. How was doing Legos as in a category on Twitch yet? That's a good question, actually. I mean, we're in just chatting, because we are chatting. I think there's also a craft type category as well, but visibility on that might be a bit lower. Thank you very much, G-Man, for the many bits there. Imagine a universe where Star Wars Lego didn't exist. I don't want to. Fuck you. Piss off. Don't make me think about that. I don't want to. Star Wars ones are cool. Yeah, I've been looking at the Minecraft ones as well. I never got any Minecraft because I've been, I've loved Minecraft for like 7 or 8 years now. But that was after I stopped with the Lego. So, yeah, I've been looking at the Minecraft Lego kits with fresh eyes over the last couple of days. They do look pretty cool. And you see, this is just pleasant. It's just going together like it should. And every layer is mechanically solid, unlike those nano blocks I built where you felt like I was going to break it every time I tried to put a new block on. Sorry, doing it again. Stop talking about the nano blocks. It's over. The PTSD is still hanging on. Man, look at this. Look how well this is just fitting together. It's already pleasant as a thing. I don't know whether I'm going to put the stickers on. I mean, chances are I'm going to keep this as a model. So putting the stickers on the blocks, I don't know. There was a while there, as a kid, I would never put the stickers on just in case I wanted to reuse the blocks for something else. Especially with the police city stuff. Had a lot of cool white blocks for cars and hoods and doors and stuff. I would never put the police stickers on those. And is SpaceX getting... Actually not a bad question. It would be pretty fun to have some SpaceX Lego kits, wouldn't it? Or, what's the name of that new car of his? The cybercar, that thing? Already looks like it's made out of Lego. How hard could it be? Lego Minecraft stop motion shows sound so amazing. Well, is someone else doing those, or are you saying I should do that? Because yeah, stop motion not so easy for me these days with my back the way it is. That's why I stopped doing it in the first place, because it got too painful. I could maybe do some short stuff though. Not the 5 to 7 minutes movies I used to. Well, 3 to 7. I could just do little minute-long gags, basically. I could probably cope with that. I'd rather give the photography thing a try this time, though. I've done the animation thing. Let's try product photography style Lego. That'll be the next thing. Something else to do with the kits I've been building on stream here. Someone suggested on Minecraft Sunday a Lego Minecraft mini build. That'd be cool. Wouldn't be against that. Love to see a Halo Lego set. Actually, Mega Bloks had a Halo license for a while. You can still get, I don't know whether they still hold the license, but you can still buy the Halo Mega Block sets. I think I've got it here. Might have put it away. But I had out in yesterday's stream, I've got a little baggie full of Halo weapons from those Mega Block sets. But I don't know what I've done with it. I thought I still had it here, but apparently not. I must put it away somewhere. Yeah. Right, where was I? Step 12. Done. But yeah, the Mega Bloks Halo sets are actually really nice. The little minifigs for Master Chief and stuff are actually pretty cool too. They've got ball and socket joints for the arms and their legs and stuff, so they're actually surprisingly posable. Not as well made as Lego minifigs, but more posable. And they look pretty cool too. I might even have one or two of them left somewhere here, but I have to dig through the box there, see if I can find them. You could buy like 30 Minecraft sets to make a random gen world. Could do. Not gonna. Could do. It could be a fun idea to try and recreate some of my own Minecraft buildings, like in my current world, out of Lego. We could do that. There's a stunt stream here and there. Man, I could tell you. I keep going to call it classic, but creator. These creator sets, it's all standard blocks. It's something, I don't know. It just feels right. I remember trying to make the Warthog set, but it would never stay together. Yeah. Mega Bloks, their clutching system between different blocks was never that good. And the plastic they used was quite a bit cheaper as well, so even coming out of the injection molder, size would vary a little bit. And the quality of the coloring of their plastic was never that good as well. So you get a Mega Bloks piece and you could see just waves of various shades of the color going through the plastic. I think they've gotten a lot better in recent years, but once upon a time they were just terrible. Right there. Is that coffee you were drinking? Kind of. It's instant coffee, but made with cold water. It's just too hot right now. And it's very cheap instant coffee, but if you mix it, make it with cold water, it actually becomes quite a lot more drinkable than making it hot. But yeah, second weekend in a row, I have forgotten to make my cold brew bottles, which is what I usually do for my streams. So I have a couple of bottles of cold brew ready to go, but again, I forgot to do it. In all my Lego excitement, I forgot to do it. Wait a second, something's wrong here. One mistake. I blame chat. Love the Cobra video. Yeah, I'll actually be doing another coffee video soon. Someone who makes a fancy instant coffee, basically. It's supposed to be a lot better than every other instant coffee you've ever had, is sending me some samples, apparently. So, we'll see. Alright, I missed... What's step on that? 17? Right. lost focus. What was the temp outside? I feel like it might be starting to cool off, but it's been pretty warm today. We've had record temperatures in Sydney. It's 28 degrees now. It was 30 something earlier today. It's come down to 28, which is still above my comfort level, but I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, Melbourne yesterday was a lot warmer than Sydney, but I think we beat them today. He's having issues with mod organizer for a call that, yeah. Okay, and that plate goes there. All right, sort of deck one of the bus done. Looking pretty bus-like. The grid panels. Yesterday was 44, today is top of 19 in Melbourne today. Bloody hell, that swung, didn't it? That swung wildly. Yeah, I know Ali had to just cancel her stream yesterday because, you know, the room she streams in is small, not air conditioned, and running, you know, the console and her stream computer at the same time in there, it can get quite nightmarishly warm, so yeah, it was a terrible one in Melbourne yesterday. But man, it swung fast. -5 degrees in New York City. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Easy peasy. It's so much easier to get warm when it's cold than it is to cool off when it's hot. There's only so many clothes you can take off. This is a quicker build than I was anticipating. Helped a bit because I spread everything out like this, I suppose, but I felt like it was going to be a more complicated build just because of the nature of how many parts it takes to build the bus, as opposed to an equivalent bus built out of, you know, the big sheety parts you would get in a regular Lego City build. I'm just feeling very calmed by this process, so I've got to tell you guys. We talked about this yesterday, but playing with Lego is a recognized therapeutic activity. It's easy to understand why. Larry's a bit annoying, but way less annoying than burning and not being able to do anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, this, like I said, just getting warm when it's cold is so much more preferable. And again, one of the things that makes Lego so satisfying is the superfine tolerances to which it's built mean that every time you put a brick on another brick, it feels the same. And it's just something mechanically satisfying about the way they go together. Unlike some of the other brands of similarly styled building bricks, which are not that satisfying because they are not made quite so well with quite so fine a tolerance and quite so high quality plastic. That's interesting. What's that about? What's the plan for that piece? The missing corners up here. This is just relaxing. Tell you what, it really does make me want to get one of those really big, I need to call it classic kit, but a really big crater kits. Just one of the biggest, most complicated ones I could find, and just do this for hours on end. And when I've got the budget for it, I think that's exactly what we'll do. Then again, I've got to find room to put the damn thing after I'm built it, so... It's a thing. Me, fidget spinners are therapeutic. I've actually been tempted to buy a fidget cube as well. Yeah, I did get sent a fidget cube at one point. I know I'm fatty. It wasn't particularly well made, so I never reviewed it. I did fiddle with a coin early today because I was feeling a bit stressed out when I was out and about, because of course, a few days away from Christmas, crowds and children, it was just pretty stressful for someone who doesn't like crowds and screeching children everywhere. So I was fiddling with a 20-cent piece for quite a lot of today as I was walking about, just trying to keep myself calm. Ah, that's what the plan for that part is. Wait, hang on. Did I miss I think I missed a brick here somewhere. I did. Two mistakes. I blame chat. Just spend next week's rent. What makes you think I've got next week's rent? Alright, so that starts there. Just lovely. I want things like Lego Pokemon to exist. Imagine building a Pokemon Center or a specific location like Rose Tower out of Lego. Well, Nanoblock do have the Pokemon license and they do make some Pokemon kits, but nothing quite like a proper Lego kit. Usually just sort of characters and little accessories and things like that. But yeah, I would very much like for Lego to get a hold of the Pokemon license and make some full-on recreations of Lego towns and stuff, or, you know, Pokemon centers and gyms and stuff like that. It'd be real nice, wouldn't it? But I think one of the reasons they don't want to do that is to do it properly Lego style. They'll have to make minifigs of all 800 and whatever it is Pokemon. Even if they just did the first generation one, it'd be 150 little Pokemon animals. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pokemon Minecraft. But that's not physical. Just lovely. Alright, here's where it wants me to put the stickers on, so decision time. I think I am going to put the stickers on. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do this without getting too carried away here. So nice and gentle. See if I can square these up better than I did when I was a kid. There's my little rag. I want to make sure we clear off any finger grease and dust and stuff on there. Do this with some care. Square it up, please. Yeah, close. Come on, focus. I dare you to focus. I'm slightly off center, but considering the build quality of your average bus, I think that's pretty accurate. Which is why you don't include Pokemon sets. Well, I mean, if you're going to make Pokemon Lego, why would you not include Pokemon? Easy. Carried away here. Man, that one's actually not bad. I've never been especially good at putting the stickers on. Will you please focus? That one's pretty... I mean, slightly askew. It's pretty square. Square enough at a glance, anyway. We'll put the stickers on the same orientation as they are on the box. And these long ones are tricky. Let's see what I'm doing. Fingers too fat. That was not bad. I think I nailed that. I mean, I don't want to get a set of calipers out, but that looks pretty damn square to me. Just include a few. You don't need all of them. Yeah, you do. Because everyone's got a different favorite. Okay, the brick separator. That's still funny. Ooh, I think I did that one pretty good too. I think it's very slightly skew one end, but pretty damn close. And again, at a glance, looks damn good. It's weird how the stickers were a step before the actual completion of the bus itself. Usually that's the last step. Oh, I see. They've done it so you could do one side of you do the front and sort of the left side of the bus. Then you turn it around, just the way they orientate their instructions so nobody gets confused. Then you do the back and the... Oh, I forgot my license plate as well. So yeah, that's just Lego being sensible, trying not to confuse people about the orientation of the instructions. Okay, let's do this one with the knife again. Alright. Not bad. Pretty square for license plate. Little skewy, but I can live with that. Like I said, I've never been the best at putting those stickers on. One of the reasons I avoided doing it, really, I think, more than anything else. Less so I could reuse the apart and more, so I wasn't triggered every time I looked at the damn thing. Not sure I like these wheels. Something about the color of the plastic reminds me of Mega Bloks. That grey is a particularly unpleasant grey. Very thin tyres for a bus as well. I guess it's better than the knobbly ones. Yeah, let me ASMR this one for you. Ready for this? And that's that. We have the standard pieces you would expect to have left over. At least one of each of the coloured studs. And a few of the 1-bys. Ooh, they got a Big Ben. Look at it. So, there we are. Classic tourist double-decker London bus. Little door at the back there is normal and everything. Not bad. Now though, we're not quite done because I have a little accessory bag as well. Purchased separately. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, but might be included in the recording of this part of the stream, this was about $7, I think. And they had a few different variants of this. There was one that came with a couple of different bicycles, one that came with some different garden parts, and just sort of neat little accessories. There was one that came with some piratey stuff. It came with a shark and a treasure chest, which I think I might get next time I go in. But for the sake of this build, obviously these street lights and street signs and stuff seemed more appropriate for when I go to take a photo of this. Nice with the night bus from HP. They actually do make a Lego kit of the night bus, that triple-decker blue bus. There is a Lego kit you can buy of that. It's quite big and quite impressive. I looked at it today, as a matter of fact. And they did the flying car, but I haven't seen that in a while on the shelf. There's various Hogwarts locations, of course. Hagrid's little shack, I guess is the word. But yeah, you can absolutely get the night bus. I can't... Oh, don't roll anywhere. Stop. Alright, is that everything? Looks like everything. Alright. You're not part of it. It's not a bad collection of parts for like $6 or $7 or whatever it was. Nice. And again, will you stay? One of my favorite things in Lego are these flat pieces printed up in various ways. There's a little newspaper there. The Lego News, greatest hero ever. And I think, no, I was going to say, is that a Lego movie reference? But no, that's a fireman with a cat in a tree. Greatest hero ever. But yeah, like I said before, I've got a little baggie here of various printed flat items that I bought special order once upon a time. Little CDs and keyboards and computer monitors and stuff. Pizza. I've always loved those things. Little detail pieces. Alright, so first, I know where that goes. Right there. This is another piece I've always loved as well. Actually, let me zoom in on this stuff. I've always loved this little box piece. Number one, you can put little Lego accessories in there on your various builds, but I used to use plenty of these all the time for drawers, little compartments and buildings on cars and trucks and stuff like that. I just loved this piece. Had a bunch of them from various kits. We're a little bit too zoomed in there, I think. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Right about there. Drop 2 little 1x1 pegs, flat circle ones that were stacked on top of each other. Any suggestions for finding them? I did exactly the same thing earlier today for the nano blocks. Walk around until you find it. Seriously though, the best way to find something small that's on the floor is get a bright torch and put it at floor level. So you could, when you shift it around, you edge light whatever it is you fall on, because the floor is flat and anything on the floor is obviously not flat. So that's the easiest way to find stuff I've found. Alright, so let's put these together in the way they want us to put them together first. Don't know if I've ever seen these street light ones before. I used to have a few variants of poles like this, but never textured like this. I wonder, doesn't seem like we get any stickers for the street signs. See, my instant thought there was, I need to get a label printer so I can print up some labels for these street signs. The obsession is set in, guys. By the end of 2020, I'll have built an entire little Lego town, and I'll have nowhere to sleep because it'll take the place of where my bed is. You just know it. Well, that's an interesting piece. I think I've seen that before, but it seems kind of rare, don't you think? There. Little newsstand. Bed. Next, a little post boxy thing. And that. What? Where are you going? Stop it. Okay. Simple little post box. Lovely. Park bench. Simple and easy. Here's that little camera. There it is. Oh, stop it. There we go. One of my favorite little specialist pieces. Not sure about the color of this one, but I used to have a couple of black ones from Spider-Man sets back in the day. Actually, I think this is slightly different. I don't remember the Spider-Man ones having the viewfinder prism up the top there. I might be remembering wrong. But this seems like a slightly different model than the ones I think I remember. Interesting. We'll sit that on the bench. Oh, we can't sit that on the bench. It won't connect. Okay. Oh! That's something I didn't notice this kit had, and I actually love. Another one of those little flat units with a print on it. It's a little mobile phone. Smartphone, no less. I think that print is slightly off kilter. I've never seen that in a Lego piece before. That silk screening's actually off kilter. I'm going to write to Lego, and they're going to send me 17 free ones. Out of shame. Absolute shame. Lego, your quality standards are slipping. Look at that. Unbelievable. Someone left it behind on the bench because it was off kilter. That's what happened there. I couldn't tolerate using a phone like that. Alright, that's an interesting little contraption here. Like that. A little kind of garden light kind of thing, I guess. lantern for some reason. Don't know why we need a hand lantern in this kit, but I've never seen that before. Doesn't seem like a very city thing, does it? It's more like a campsite thing. Alright. So the only extra we have from this kit is an extra smooth top, clear, single stud cap kind of thingy, which is the camera lens from this kit. There we go. A couple of street signs. Oh, sorry, street lamp and the street lamp with signs. A couple of garden lights. Mobile phone park bench camera. Post bin. Post box. And newspaper stand. Pretty satisfied with my money's worth there. Should make a nice little scene when we go to photograph this. Must be an iPhone. See, you're saying that trying to trigger the old iPhone Android thing, but let's be fair. Build quality of an iPhone versus build quality of your average Android phone, which is more likely to be off kilter? Say what you will about Apple, but their build quality is good. For the most part. Blackberry. It might be a Blackberry. Just skimming through Amazon looking at the stuff. Yeah, you and pretty much everyone else on the stream today, I think. All right. Let's quickly put together our Space Police guy here as well. Just because it's sitting here, might as well do it right now. Because it's not going to be a complicated enough build to make it its own little section of the video upload when we go to YouTube, so... You still can't find those pieces, Dukas? Oh no. Oh, I was going to pop the bag, but it just sort of petered out. Okay, looks like we're making the doggy first. Step one. Robot dog. Right, now we grab that and a couple of these little leggy pieces. Which orientation is that? It's this way around. Like so. And the second one, orientation is that way around. I shoot on iPhones and Mac OSs. Being unexperienced with them at the time, often swore would never have an Apple product in house. Yeah, I was like that. And then I got a Mac. And then I was like, oh, that's why people like them. Hang on a sec. I managed to do that wrong somehow. I was careful about the orientation, but still managed to get it ass backwards. No, hang on, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm just looking at the picture wrong. I got it right, first try. They are double backed like that. Now we make the headpiece for the doggy. Is Windows still the OS you use most? Only because of gaming. Almost all my actual work, as far as video goes, happens on the Mac. I mean, I capture on the PC, obviously, when it comes to gaming. But most, like 98% of my editing and every video you see actually published is done on the Mac. I do occasionally edit something on the PC, just in case I have to switch to PC. I don't want there to be a skill gap that I can't catch up on quickly. But yeah, Final Cut Pro X is just so the better option. I'm so much faster on that when it comes to putting a video together. Oop, I snapped the doggy in half. There we go. Robot space dog. Bit weird looking, but what do you expect for such a small, cheap kit? Alright. Man, I've always loved the air tanks. If the camera ever wants to focus on the air tanks, please. Thank you. These haven't changed, like, since 1980, I don't think. And the space sets. I used to have so many of them. That's a pretty cool helmet, actually. I like the way that looks. I am the law! Oh, we even get an old school ray gun. Not even the loudspeaker ones. This is the old school gun. I wonder if they still make these in any sets. Alright, and we do have an extra little blue piece here, so I'm going to put that on the end of the gun. This is a blue laser beam gun. Extra visor, extra little angled piece for the dog. There we go. Space Sergeant Bob Magoo. The dog does look a bit Zoid-like, doesn't it? There's a bit of a Zoid about it. Robot dogs and spacemen walk the streets of London very often. I mean, it's cosplay, clearly. I bought my mid-2010 MacBook refurbed on eBay back in 2016, 17. Got my 2009 back in 2018. I'll be honest, I fucking love Mac OS X compared to the Clutch. Yeah. The thing about Mac OS is it gets out of your way. With Windows itself is always getting in the way of what you're trying to do. With the Mac, the operating system is basically invisible to what you're just trying to get done. That's what I appreciate it most about. Alright, one last thing for LEGO today, and that is a little blind bag. I nearly said blind box again. A blind bag minifigure, Series 16. No, wait, Series 19? Limited editions. Oh, 16 to collect. Series 19. I got confused there for a second. Sorry if you already answered. My internet cut out. What OS do you use for your photo editing? Mac. Actually, I do a lot of my editing on my phone these days, to be honest with you. But yeah, when I'm doing serious stuff, it's Mac. But yeah, on the phone, Snapseed is my go-to. Pixelmator for image editing on the Mac itself. Alright, what I should have done is tried to guess what was in here. I haven't looked in yet, so... Based on those, let's see if I can get a feel for what accessory you might have. That feels like a... Christ, I don't even know what that is. I've got no idea what this feels like. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I don't think it's... Oh no, there is one on the front. Yeah, she's on the front. She's right in the middle there. We got purple-haired... Camera, please. We got purple-haired retiree with her pink flamingo. I mean, not what I would have wanted, but that's the whole thing of... Oh, this instruction book is actually sticky taped together. That's a bit obnoxious of you, Lego. Alright, we'll have a look at what's available here at the moment. Well, this just says general instructions. Nothing specific to this particular character. But general instructions to the various accessories you might get. Otherwise, you should be able to figure it out on your own, dumbass. It's just a minifig. My goodness, this is just atrocious. Wait till you see this woman's gardening attire. She's even got little green gardening gloves on. It's so adorable. Come on. There you go. Please. I just want to get you positioned right. There we go. Alright. Let's get a close-up. That is just something else, isn't it? Look at those pants. Those blue leopard print pants. The what kind of flowers are those on her baggy neck shirt there? I love the flamingo and I love the purple hair. The face is awesome. Wouldn't have been the one I picked. Like if there was a shelf full of these on display, I wouldn't have pointed to this one and say, yeah, I want that one, but I am actually kind of in love with her now. She looks like a character, doesn't she? Alright, let's have a look at who else we could have gotten. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't even see that. Is he on the front of the bag? He is on the front of the bag, but he's slightly covered up by the Series 19 logo, but you can see the controller. So I'm going to have to buy these blind bags until I get Gamer Guy with his stupid little soul patch and his stupid ninja green hair. But I need a Lego control pad and a game. What is that game called? It's called Space Game. I need that minifig. Not so much... Actually, the pants are pretty cool. These little belt ring keychain dingle dangle thing. What there? Oh, and his little t-shirt. It's got a picture of another... It's got another gamer on it. He's wearing a headset with a mic. Yeah, I don't like the face. The hair with the headset is awesome. The controller I need. The Space Game I need. So I'm buying these until I get that. Rubber duck guy is awesome as well. I love the face, the shower cap, green rubber duck. I need that in my life. Knight I don't need. Oh, monkey magic I need. That is very clearly monkey magic. He's even got the red staff. Oh, I want that. That's awesome. Panicked fire woman. Yeah. Explorer guy. Look, he's got a little gecko. Oh, chameleon. That's a chameleon. I need him and his old twiddly moustache. Mummy with the scorpion. I mean, cool, but nah. Ooh. Nerdy, are you lurking at the moment? Look, Nerdy. It's you. Nerd girl. With dark hair and a little laptop and everything. And some sort of robot. Or... I don't know what that is supposed to be, but that's awesome. I need her. Sun Wukong, yeah. I need Nerd Girl, and I need Gamer Guy, and I need Bathtub Guy, and I need Sun Wukong, and Dog Walker has a shovel and poop. Need that in my life. Look at the pug. Look at the fucking pug. And the Dachshund, by the way. Pizza guy. Funny, but eh. Not sure what he's supposed to be, but cool helmet. There's my little gardener woman. There's angry cyclists with their mountain bike. I've never seen a mountain bike. I've only seen the city bikes. Super duper gay bear. I love Fox Lady. Oh, hang on a second. That's a reference. Sack of corn, chicken, and fox. That's the old riddle. I'm going to imagine it's a sack of corn because I want that to be true. That's clever. Football guy I could care less about. I actually know rugby guy. But that is super subtle and clever. I really want that to be a reference to that old riddle. But yeah, some good minifigs in this series. All right, hang on a sec. If we're gonna keep going with these, we should mark these off. Where's my gardener lady? Oh, got her. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any in there I would be sad about. I mean, Firefighter Lady's a bit boring. I like the face on her, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty damn cool. Even the ones that aren't sort of must-haves have cool helmets or cool patterns or something, but yeah, I want dog walker, nerd girl, gamer guy, bathtub dude, explorer guy with his little gecko, chameleon. Definitely, and fox and chicken, and Sun Wukong. Definitely need those out of the set. Definitely need those out of the set. What do you reckon, guys? Vote now in the down below. Actually, on Twitch it's in the sidebar because the chat's over on the side. But for the sake of the YouTube, when this goes up on YouTube, which one do you want? Tell me the number. If I get any seconds, maybe we'll do giveaways. Isn't the fox guy just a furry? No, because furries don't have face holes in their masks. Furries have the whole mascot head style thing. This is more animal hoodie than anything else, I think. Number 6, the mummy. Those scorpions go way back. I remember those scorpions from when I was a kid. I think they came in some of the pirate sets. Anyway, for the sake of the YouTube recording, we'll call this a chapter marker. I think that's all the builds we're going to do today, but I might hang around on chat or on stream for a little longer and have a chat.